Hi, and welcome to the online course titled UnMukt, the Science and Art of Design Thinking. The course is brought to you by the School of Design Thinking. This session deals with the 5 forces of growth, namely, skill, expertise, perspective, idea, and alignment. These are 5 of the 13 forces that influence the design mind. The session is 13 minutes long. Have a pencil and workbook handy, and open your mind to learn and grow. Now, over to Arun Jain.
I put for making anything possible in a design requires 5 elements which is there. First element I say is skill. You need a skill in the area in which you are designing. A skill is a pattern of knowledge packets organized in a particular manner. So when some programmer joins, we train him, you do this thing, you do this thing, you do this thing, you do this thing. You train him in 5-6 knowledge packets and connect them well. Sometimes they come with the knowledge packets. Role of a training department or a mentoring process or education department is to make them connect that knowledge packet. So normally college gives the knowledge packet, industry gives the connections of the knowledge packets. Because writing a program is taught in a college, but connecting the dots in knowledge packets is a part of the organization which is delivered that. And that's the role. We convert a knowledge to a skill when he joins a industry. So National Skill Development Program, I think it's on an intersection of knowledge and skills. So we need to look at it. As of now, institutions are designed for giving a knowledge packets. Role of institution is not to give a skill. A skill is the role of industry because skill is relevant to the particular action which you want to translate into the output product. So when it is an educational institution should be skill based, I think we have some dilemma there, some dichotomy in your mind that what is the role of which institution is. Because institution cannot give a specific skill because skills are varied from the application stage, not at an input stage. Then when you apply that skill again and again, multiple times, that becomes expertise is my depth. You keep going deeper. You keep going down. That's the expertise. Whenever you say he's an expert surgeon, what is the expression? He's deep in his knowledge. The word deep comes naturally. I don't know why it comes deep in. We relate expertise to depth and perspective to the height. Same work, more and more times. The same surgery, heart surgeon will do every day, morning, evening, he'll do the same surgery. It will build the expertise. Because now he knows the patterns, what can go wrong. He do it preempt everything else. So where for a new surgeon, you have to do all the precautions, but he knows this is the only way, 5 ways that things can go wrong. He packaged them in the beginning. His surgical time can become 1/10 of the time a novice surgeon takes. So third element is perspective. So for design mind, first is your skill, second is your expertise, and third is your perspective. Perspective is to give an aerial view of the problem. And it can be across multiple clusters. It's not only one cluster, it has to be on a multiple clusters. You see marketing, how it reaches, so it has to be end-to-end. Perspective has to be end-to-end, starting from the small problem solving to the end customer solving. So a product has to be launched, how will it be designed, how it will be marketing, how it will be sold, how it will be, money will be collected. That creates a perspective. Perspective is the aerial view of the whole thing. When we get stuck in some problem, like in a flood, if I relate a problem, when you stuck in a problem and I relate an analogy saying, I stuck in a flood. All across my house, there is a water all around me. So when you are in a problem solving position in a company and when you are stuck, a customer is demanding something, you are not having sufficient resources, your resources are constrained, somebody has fallen sick. Those are the situations you may be. So that is I call that situation or that syndrome is almost like a flood syndrome. You are stuck, you don't know how to go out. What do you do in a flood situation? You go to the top highest point in your house, or highest point in the neighborhood, from where you will know where the exit points can be there. So that is the first point for you to look at it. So you go to the perspective in the first. So when you are stuck in a problem, the first thing is you need to go lift yourself 1,000 feet above and see from the 1,000 feet above what can be possible, routes can be there. So when you are in a design problem or any other designing, you need to understand the role of expert and role of a perspective. So at what point in time, as an individual, I am applying myself as an expert. At what point in time, I am applying myself as a perspective guy. Skill is necessary. That is a beginning. That's a hygiene. Now, once we have an expertise, perspective, and skill together, then the fourth element which comes in is ideas. How you define an idea? Can you draw an idea on a paper? Try to draw an idea on paper. What do you mean by idea? Definition of idea, not idea by itself. If you have to draw visually. When idea is there, you are solving the question point, not the question point. Question point is a part of the design thinking, beginning of design thinking. Idea is a problem solving. When you connect the two knowledge packet, is the expression. When I put a circle called this is knowledge packet, if it gets connected in a new pattern to this knowledge packet, it's an idea. When two knowledge packet gets connected in human mind, it's an idea. And what the emotion you get? Wow. It's like a same so when I connect this knowledge packet to this knowledge packet, you get a new pattern of knowledge packet in the cluster. If I connect this knowledge packet, these three knowledge packet, it becomes a other cluster which will be there. So this is within the same cluster, I can connect the dots. So idea would be within the cluster idea. I can call it intra-space idea. So if I'm in manufacturing, all the manufacturing related dots when I'm connecting, I'm simplifying the manufacturing, I'm simplifying the manufacturing of the car, I'm simplifying the particular service I'm providing to the customer. Is about within that space. When I connect the dots across the space from technology space to the business space, then interspace idea comes in. Then Eureka comes in. Significant value creation happens. When you do it within your own space, you are called Kaizens. When you do a intra-space, you call lateral thinking. This is the expression we use. Fundamentally, things are same. Lateral thinking or Kaizen, the action which happens in the human mind is same. Since it happens at a small level, we call it Kaizen. It happens at a larger level, it's called lateral thinking. We say Amazon is a lateral thinking. E-commerce is a lateral thinking. But it was only two dots were connected, two knowledge packets were connected. We observed in the beginning, it's only two knowledge packets got connected. So there's no difference in a small worker who is doing and making a manufacturing process shorter by 3 process step to 2 process step versus a larger process step of Amazon going e-commerce based idea. E-commerce based idea of Amazon could be called as a Kaizen only. No? Instead of receiving an order on a mail, you are receiving online. It should be called Kaizen only. But industry celebrates that idea as a lateral thinking. Macro Kaizen. So connecting the knowledge packet across requires a perspective, skill, expertise. All three of them has to come in. For idea generation, you need all of them. If you have only expertise and skill, you'll get an idea which is normally in intra-space. When you have perspective also, it will help you in idea to be generated across the industry segments, which can happen. But the important point is you need to align all of them. The final part of design thinking is alignment. You may have a skill, you may have expertise, you may have perspective, you may have ideas, but you need to align all the workforces to work together in a single direction is called alignment. And this again contributes significant piece of our leadership. Steve Jobs as a person is not necessary that it is his ideas. Idea may come from 20 different places. We celebrate only Steve Jobs. We don't celebrate hundreds of people who have created that iPhone. he was a one person who aligned all of them to create an output product. So his role is not perspective, his role may, he also needs to have all the 4 elements, but fifth role which is unique to him was alignment. Alignment means everything. Alignment means the people in a, when you are running an institution, you have 20 people with 20 different options. Now alignment is that whether the marketing is listening to the production, whether the sales is listening to the marketing. First is within the organization, alignment is important. We come out with many ideas. Production comes out with 2 ideas, marketing will come out with 3 ideas, sales will come out with another 3 ideas. How do you say which is the 2 ideas to be taken to the market, not to be taken to the market? So that's it. In project management, you will have similar ideas. The engineer will say that you can do this is a shortcut for doing it. Some other engineer will say this is a shortcut for doing it. Now the role of a project manager is to just say which is the right thing to do, and that's the alignment role come in. Make a judgment call. Alignment is about judgment call. Judgment call can be around viability side, which is a very good point you are mentioning. Second piece which is there is, it's about everybody think together and having a single directional role to get to the output. The power of asking the right question and unstated need of the customer is coming into picture, that where the Apple differentiated. And many people may not have noticed it, but their devices are never fails. So they are known as a robust devices. Even they are expensive, we are willing to pay double the price than your corresponding tablet, but you know, once you purchase it, it will support you.
I think even
MacBook Pro, is student security, everything they are talking about the robustness. So their decisions of alignment, when we go back to alignment, that they will not make it open. Because as soon as you make it open, my fault at the field will be substantially large and it will create a discontentment in the marketplace and my brand will suffer. They protected everything which is, they kept brand in the center and then revolve everything around it and ask every questions around it to ensure that brand is fully protected in everything what they are doing. And that's where the alignment around what objective are you looking at. If consumer is objective, brand is objective, you just align everything around that single point agenda and everything else is to be deleted, is a role of alignment. This is another depiction of alignment. You say all the arrows are going left, right, left, right, left, right, which is normal teams, few people have an idea, few people have a, but if all the forces are in one direction, it becomes 3x. Because negative forces which are thinking negatively nullify all the impact. So in team of 10, if 3 people think on a reverse direction, net impact is only 4. So 3, they will nullify 3 positive ones. So 7, it remain only 4. If all the 10 things together, it becomes 2.5 times. So larger the team is, larger this alignment issues are there.